Hello, everyone. My name is Akai Fox, and this is another episode of Every Monday Matters. On Mondays, I like to challenge ourselves to think of something that will develop ourselves, create some reflection, and help us to start the week off right. I'm pulling this from the Start Where You Are, a journal for self-exploration. This week was a very, very interesting topic. So it's got a quote here that says, if you want to build a ship, don't drum up, my apologies, it's in cursive, don't drum up people to collect wood and don't assign them something and work, but rather teach them to long for the endless immensity of the sea. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry is the name of the person who gave us this quote. If you are better at reading cursive, feel free to tell me what that, and don't assign them to something and work. But it has a beautiful picture here, and it has a table that says my passions and the goals that encompass them. Now, when I first saw this, I drew a blank. I had a challenging time thinking about what are some of my passions. I had a few jump immediately to mind, and then I had to dig deeper for another one to recognize maybe some of the things that I have passions for that maybe I don't engage with as much. So, first passion I have is art. As you can see, but you can see some of it here, but I've got a bunch of artwork behind me that I've done. I enjoy painting every Friday. As you know, if you watch this channel, we put Friday videos out of time lapses of some of the paintings and some of the artwork that I've done. I really would like, as far as the goal, to continue to develop my talent. I'd love to get to a point where I feel more confident and can create more from my imagination and the depth that I have within that. I feel like I've definitely grown used to using the tools and the mediums. To be able to start exploring into other mediums would also be really fun. And I've dipped my toes into several, but to give myself more of that flexibility and freedom to not make it something that's so perfect, and to let myself get messy and explore things that maybe aren't quite as budget friendly either. The next one I have on here is gaming. Gaming is definitely a passion, and as far as goals that come along with that, I, of course, want to just experience more games. I think they're a beautiful way to tell a story or to spend time with friends. I'd actually really like to get better at some first-person shooter. I know that that is a skill that is needed in quite a few different genres of games, and I don't think it's one I engage enough in, so I think that would be fun. Streaming is another passion that came to mind. I really enjoy Twitch streaming. And one of the goals I have along with that is to become a Stream Raiders partner. Stream Raiders being mini battles and things that we run in the background. And my goal to grow, which is the ultimate goal, of course, but I would like to become a Stream Raiders partner because I really enjoy their community. I enjoy the ability to have my own custom skins in the game, and it fills my heart with such joy to see so many people using my skins, and I'd love to see that continue to grow. Now from here, those were the easier ones, right? Art, gaming, streaming. Those are things that all I do already. So then I had to sit back and think, what are some things I really enjoy that are other passions of mine that aren't immediately tied to the things I'm already doing? The first one that I brought up was actually reading. I realized in reflecting on this that I only read at this point for necessity, whether it's I'm in a book club with the work that I do, or that I've done something to read on stream, which again all ties back to that. I don't read for myself. I don't do that anymore. And so I put as a goal on here, I'd like to get a library card. I don't think I have one in the town I've lived in for ever, I feel like, but especially since being in the county and the access to the closest library to me, I don't think I've had a library card since I was little, and I don't have one in this town. So I'd like to get a library card and give myself permission to read for me. Maybe even if it's just one book a year. Maybe I have to go check it out several times, but I'd love to make it a priority, even just for a couple hours a week, that I can read and give myself that permission to read, especially like fantasy, make-believe, because that's things that it's not for necessity, it's for fun to tell a story, and I don't think I give myself that permission anymore. The last passion I have is very bittersweet, and I don't know that it's one I can necessarily make a goal on. I'd love to explore the realm of possibilities. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position at this time to engage in that passion anymore. And you can see behind me here, I've got my dancing shoes. That used to be my number one passion for many, many years. I used to dance competitively. I used to dance essentially professionally. I didn't get paid for it. But our dance troupe would go many different places in our region to compete and perform. I've been to Disneyland to perform 3 different times, and I miss it. I miss it so much. And while I'd love to just say, oh, well, it's because of my weight or it's because of my age, I had an accident in 2021, and I'm still even getting to the point where I can walk more normally, more regularly. I have been challenging myself, and maybe this is part of my goals, to be able to stand for longer periods of time and to walk without at least as much pain. If anything, I know I've got a convention, I'm going to TwitchCon, and I need to do something because right now I don't know that I'm going to have the best of time with the condition I have. So those are some steps I'm taking. I'm challenging myself to use my stand-up desk during work. I can now stand for a good 3 hours before I have to sit down, and I'm looking to increase that stamina. So we will see how things go. Working from home, of course, does not help. But I'd love to get to a point where even if it's muscle memory, I can put my shoes back on and I can go back and dance again. So, anywho, those are the things that I had passions for and that I explained the goals that encompass them. This was an amazing exercise and one that I very much enjoyed, and I hope you take some time to think, what are the things that I'm passionate about? Make a list of those, and then go back and say, what are some of my goals that encompass my passions? As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you'd like to see more of my content, go ahead and subscribe. You can also catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/AkaiFox. Thank you all so much, and you have a great week. Bye.